Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. All right, let's see what we got for you right now. If you like those classic Italian commercial bands from the 50s and 60s, well, you're in the right video because I got you at one that's quite strange, at least to me, because I never seen one, and I don't think I've ever remember seeing an Alfa Romeo commercial van. But let's get to the point. What we got for you right now? It's a 143 scale, 1956 Alfa Romeo. So this is the Romeo car. I guess they couldn't find a name for it. But I'm glad they didn't just call it van, like another other brands. They just call them van. They don't really put a name onto it. So at least they put a Romeo into it. So this is the Alfa Romeo Romeo or Romeo. Well, before anything, I don't know what scintilla is. So if you speak Italian, let me know what that means because I'm really not sure. I should have Googled that word before I started the video, but I didn't. Shame on me. I'll give it to you as a homework. But let's see. This is a quite nice little van. I think is I didn't know Alfa Romeo made commercial vans till not too long ago. I know Fiat made them. I know Iveco, however you call the brand from Italy. Um, Also, Lancia makes commercial vans. So, back in the 50s, I think the Italian market had a nice competition with these little commercial vans. Nowadays, when we think about small, like real small commercial vans, we think about Japan with their K cars, K vans that has gotten to be quite popular, at least in North America. And they don't sell them here, but they export them here, like used ones. And it's quite a following. There's quite a following for those little K vans. But let's go back to this car right here. This is a vehicle that started since 1954 and it ran all the way till the first generation 1957. But they had quite a few different generations, and throughout all the generations it went all the way till 1983. Obviously they kept refreshing the model and they changed the name to F11, I'm sorry, F12, F11 and F12. That's how they call them. But again, oh, by the way, I do have another van, the AR6, which is a new model, 80s model for commercial van. But let's keep it to this one because I'm jumping from left to right, up and down, everywhere. I'm getting very sidetracked with other models. Going back to this model, let's talk about engines. Engine, gasoline or petrol, however you call it. It had only a 1.3 four-cylinder diesel engine. You had a 1.2 supercharged two-stroke. Not really sure if that's a two-cylinder. I mean by two, the two-stroke. It's that's not fully sure, but I'm guessing it's a two-cylinder. Now this van right here. Let's see what they had. They had as a panel, and as well as a mini bus version. This is a panel, obviously, as you can see, but you can notice it that they have it also as a mini bus because you see those squares on the side. It looks like those were glass, probably squares, and they paint them, or maybe they have the shape, and for the mini buses they just have to cut them and make them windows instead. I'm not really fond of that extra rooftop they have in there. I know it's probably for extra space, but again, I'm not. I don't like. It looks like a hump. It looks like a camel hump. Like the camel has that hump in the back. It gives me that impression. So it doesn't really. But it's okay. Nothing major, right? And transmission, I'm almost certain all has a manual. But let's check it out. Transmission, yeah, it's only manual, guys. Remember, these cars are really not meant for automatics back in the 60s and 50s. Italian, especially Italian market, they were really governed by only manual cars. They didn't really start caring about. I mean, they had a few here and there, but the bigger models, like luxury models, they call them. But they were not really a crazy fan of. They I mean they keep saying the European market. They're not like the North American market. They have a different mentality. Remember over there, their streets are smaller, their space is smaller, their distances is not as long from place to place because the country's a lot smaller. So they didn't feel automatics were, and plus the gasoline's a lot more expensive in Europe. So they feel that manual you could save a lot of gasoline too. All right, guys, I'm gonna let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. So, what do you guys think about this nice little Italian commercial van? Maybe some of you have seen them. Actually, let me know in the comments below. Have you ever seen these cars on the road? Maybe it did sell around Europe, not just Italy. And if you're Italian, let me know. Were they reliable? Did they see? Were they all over the place? Like like other brands, maybe like a Fiat, probably minivan. Not minivan, mini commercial van. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about these cars. Did you find them attractive? Alfa Romeo has that distance. They want to make sure at least the grill they stand out with. And they did stand out the grill. But it does gives me a lot of Fiat in it. Obviously, Alfa Romeo showed their Fiat connection since back in the days, and this is no different. All these brands they all look similar. Alfa Romeo, Lancia, Fiat. It's just the grill and probably a bit of the shape, like the headlights, but most of it is usually the same. All right, guys, let me know where you guys are from. If you guys are enjoying these videos that I'm posting, comment below. Don't forget to give me that beautiful thumbs up. I always appreciate. Thank you so much. Don't forget to click and subscribe and click the bell next to the subscribe button that will remind you when I'm posting more videos. All right, everyone, take care of yourselves more than ever, and goodbye.